Hey, this is Matthew Williams bringing you a quick video to talk about the new DJI Inspire, which looks like a very nice little quadcopter which has a strange feature whereby it basically folds up and down with a mechanism which needs obviously a heavy motor in order to make that mechanism work, which adds weight to what is already a very heavy copter. And this heavy copter coming in at 3 kilos when you can actually get much lighter quadcopters that can carry a DSLR at not much more than 3 to 4 kilos, makes you wonder why you'd want to spend £4 on a copter which is going to be extremely expensive for parts when it breaks. And quadcopters do crash, so bear in mind it's going to cost you a frigging fortune to get this repaired. But I'm not here to talk to you about that. I'm here to talk to you about the little claims which are being made about this copter, which are slightly misleading from DJI. They've made a big feature of saying it doesn't have lens distortion. You know, like this is a big feature. It doesn't have lens distortion because they've employed special lens technology in order to not have the bends. No, they haven't. No, they fucking haven't. There's no special lens technology here. Do you know what they've actually done? They put a normal lens on there. That's it. They've put a normal lens. And normal lenses don't see very wide. And because normal lenses don't see very wide, they don't have the bend. Just like a 50mm lens in a camera will see like that. That's the type of lens they got on there. So there's nothing special. There's no weird design magic gone on. They put a narrow field of vision lens on. And how narrow? 90 degrees. 90 degrees means that the camera sees like that. So it sees out like that at 90 degrees. An L shape, 90 degrees, yeah? So the camera sees out like that, okay? And guess what? A GoPro sees 170 degrees. So that's why it has the fisheye effect. Now DJI also say it has to be, the fisheye effect has to be taken out in lengthy post-processing. It's not lengthy post-processing if you have a fast PC. In fact, it's very fast. It doesn't take long. And then you get to see all the way from over there to all the way over there. Yeah? Because that's what 170 degrees gives you. It gives you nearly from one side of the field of vision to the other. Whereas the DJI sees from there to there. Yeah? So it has a very narrow field of view. So it means you have to be much further away from things in order to get them in shot. You have to be much, much further back. So, you know, that is a little bit naughty of them, telling people that it's got this sort of like magic lens that doesn't distort the image. Yeah, it's a completely normal lens. And another thing they didn't tell people is they say, oh, it shoots in 4K. It does actually shoot in 4K. But they didn't tell people it doesn't shoot in American format 4K. What? What? You mean it doesn't shoot in 30 frames a second? No, it doesn't shoot in 30 frames a second. For some reason, they thought they should design a camera that shoots in 4K at only 24 frames a second or 25 frames a second. Now, hang on a minute. UK uses 25 frames a second. This is the European UK format, also used in Australia and Hong Kong. But guess what? America, which is where they're hoping to sell lots and lots of these things, shoot at 29.97 or 30 frames a second, basically 30 frames a second, and it doesn't do it. It doesn't shoot at 30 frames a second. Look in the specs, folks. DJI have dropped the ball, and they're trying to make up for it by you know, whizzing and wowing you over here to say, look, this is an amazing fucking, you know, camera we've got on this thing. It's almost amazing, but guess what? GoPros shoot at 30 frames a second in 4K. So they shoot at 24, 25, and 30. So guess what this means you're going to have to do with your footage if you want to show it on American television. If you want to show it on American TV, you're going to have to speed your footage up, which means that everything's going to look a little bit more quick, you know, because you have to speed it up to make those extra frames in from 25 frames a second to 30. So this isn't exactly what I think a lot of people are going to want to hear. But there we are, DJI. Hide it in the specs. Don't talk about it in your videos. Well done. Thanks for watching.